the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
Yeah, I was using a different headset. Yeah, I was using a different fucking headset.
That's good from Anunoby. And with each passing season, DB, OG Anunoby seems to keep getting more and more versatile.
You are exactly right, Kevin. What we know unequivocally is this is one of the best cross-positional defenders in the league. One of those guys that's truly capable of guarding 1 to 5. But his willingness to be a three-point threat, an offensive rebound, and put it on the deck is exactly what you're talking about. What's amazing about OG Anunoby, this guy one of the best wing defenders in the league. You almost have to game plan for what he brings defensively.
Here is Slim. He's got
my God.
And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
Oh, that's
and now we have a moment to recognize the player of the week in the Eastern Conference.
Sure, for sure.
Slim.
Hey,
they say defense wins championships. Well, it also wins awards, and his defense during this stretch has been nothing short of jaw-dropping. He has been disruptive with his challenges and has accounted for a metric ton of turnovers with his ball hawking. You have to give it up to this man.
Now here's Payne.
That's
right now he's averaging about 7 points a game.
Let's remember this is 6'8" with some hops. OG Anunoby with the dunk.
Johnson with it. Payne covering. Here is Slim. Offensive rebound. Misses from close range.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Payne with it. Johnson on him. Payne kicks to Achua. Here's McBride. Up in on the way. And it's now only a 1-point Brooklyn lead.
Well, Achua catches the defender off guard, puts a pass right where it needs to be.
Right wing.
Bro, take it.
Right side, Wilson. Out to the right wing. Slim passes to Wilson. Clock at 4. Shoots over Achua. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
How can I do it? Let's hit that.
Payne with it. Johnson's there. Payne can't hit. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Passes it to Sharp. Stolen by Robinson.
Bruh.
McBride with the ball. Williams picks him up. Here's Anunoby. Makes it off the glass. 8 points for OG Anunoby.
And they're passing the ball
literally
very
behind
crisply
him
here.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. Johnson with the bounce pass. Here is Slim. He's got 8.
Move. Oh, my God.
Back to Johnson. 4 on the clock. And he can't stop the run as he misses. The Knicks with the lead.
Stand right there.
Anunoby
they made me glitch straight through you.
Takes the 3.
Nope, miss. Hands out there.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
OG Anunoby is 6'7" with a big-time frame. He's going to shake off some contact motions.
The first one fall.
Straight bullshit.
Substitutions on the court.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Brunson the pass to Hart. After Brunson.
There you go. Yeah, lock in. There you go. Miss. Why
nice speed that time from Brunson.
Cam, why he got so much space?
Brunson's got 3 assists now in this one. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Thomas is out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Slim in at the 3 side. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Johnson, the pass to Slim. Launches a 3.
Oh, my God.
It's rebounded by Towns.
Early, okay.
Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Well, guys, Slim in the last outing against the Thunder was outstanding. He scored 48 points, and as you may have guessed with him, a lot of those were on the 3 ball. The level he played at in that one was incredible. He always wants to play his best against their rivals.
Come on,
to say the least, mission accomplished, guys.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely down. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight.
Let's go. Oh, take it.
Him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Here's Towns.
Give me that.
Towns
Oh, my God, bro. Come on.
Big time slam by Karl Anthony Towns. Love when he's playing with this sort of aggression.
Russell passes to Slim. Outside Thomas. Here is Slim. Defended by Bridges. Slim. And the jumper falls for him. Slim's got 10 points in the game. Here's Brunson. He's got 7.
That's fine, bro.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. And it's sent back by Russell.
Yeah, block it again.
That's the energy.
3 seconds in the key, ref. Come on, thank you.
This guy has got the ability to be a factor.
Like, come on, man. 3 seconds in the key.
Nets trail by 5.
Take the damn screen, D-Lo.
It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Brunson against Russell. And
Thank you, Nick. Stop letting him, you ass niggas come in doing this shit, bro.
6 on the shot clock. Hart, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Thomas passes to Slim. Inside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn.
Beautiful.
That one falls. Went off the Johnson feed. Slim's got 4 points this quarter.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Now the pass to Bridges. Charity strike shot, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
What a wingspan on this young man, able to get up and over defenders. Nice opportunity on the jump shot.
Lets it fly. Slim, no good.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Bridges with it. Now Thomas defending. Bridges passes to McBride. And the rejection by Claxton. Dishes it to Johnson. Some solid defense from Hart. New York leading by 5. To the inside. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Josh Hart hammering it down. That's a message right there.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Pass to Slim. Back to Russell. From 11 feet away, and the jumper is on the mark. Russell's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Sometimes that mid-range has got to be in play. It will help unlock the 3-point game. Boy, D'Angelo Russell, a 3-level scorer.
Now, here's Hart. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Bridges misses.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And it's Russell in the corner. Passes to Slim. Shot clock at 6.
And
Claxton throws it down.
I mean, this guy is as good a vertical threat at the rim as there is. Great finish by Nick Claxton.
Brunson against Russell.
Give me that.
Swiped it away. In transition, here come the Nets. Goes up on the high post, and that one drops for him. And it's now only a 1-point Knicks lead.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Here's Brunson, and the rejection by Claxton. Here is Slim. He's got 12. From deep 3-point land, it's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game. getting it done. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And with this opportunity, we can show you this season's top shot blocking teams. Number one, the Nets.
Sometimes a team will get one guy who can block. Other times a guy finds ways to get others involved in blocking. It can be contagious. If he can do it, why not me? Then all of a sudden you look up and you're leading the league in blocks.
Al Russell, after the missed three from Slim. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Mitchell Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. That one misses.
Nick Claxton, to me, guys, one of those great energy guys. You know what you can expect from him night after night. Incredible effort defensively, shot blocking, and a vertical threat at the rim on the offensive end.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Hey, Greg, since getting traded in 2023, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have exploded.
Yeah, Bridges, the main piece of that deal, sending Kevin Durant to the Suns. Mikal scored 26 a game down the stretch for Brooklyn that year, taking his game to another level.
The Knicks have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Brunson against Russell. And the rejection by Claxton.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats of both teams are almost identical.
Shut up, baby.
Around 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Brunson following the bucket by the Nets. Over Russell. Robinson. And Robinson is right there. And the Knicks lead by 2.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Here's Brunson. And to get open is Robinson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
Well, despite his size, Jalen Brunson loves to operate in the painted area.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Pass to Wilson. Here is Slim, defended by Bridges. Here's Slim, hits it from 3-point range. Slim's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
Williams against Brunson. Lobbed up there for Robinson.
Oh, my brother.
Mitchell Robinson understands how to position himself and turn the lights out. Makes that easy.
Outside Williams. Here is Slim, defended by Bridges. Slim, no good. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. And there's a whistle.
Charge. Thank you.
That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. Live from Brooklyn, New York.
The Knicks, 49.
I know I'm losing minutes. I ain't getting none of my stuff for real.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. Josh Hart out there with Anunoby. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Towns. And it's Bridges in at the shooting guard. Slim, good.
Sydney, number 22.
So it's the Knicks now. Brunson, left side. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Count it. Good. Johnson's got 8 points.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Towns, side post. Claxton's there. Anunoby has the open look. Traps in the tray. 12 points for him.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
Thomas up top. Defended by Bridges. Down low.
What?
Bridges with the board. New York trailing. Anunoby in the corner. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. To the paint. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Russell against Brunson. The pass to Anunoby. Here's the 3. Anunoby can't get that one to fall.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge.
Come on,
David.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you.
One of Jalen Brunson's specialties, the and one, just being aggressive.
We know, Doris, that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
But Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has she shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player. Jalen Brunson approaches a point guard position as a scorer, and boy, this guy can light you up.
Pass to Slim. Back to Russell. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Shoots from the line. Brunson, no good.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Russell kicks to Thomas, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And now a chance to look here at the race for Rookie of the Year. Halfway through the season, these are the top rookies so far. Take a look at Slim. Well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
And this is just a special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
I'll tell you, it's one of the brightest starts to a career that I can remember. He's certainly well positioned for that award.
Here is Slim. 20 points for him. Front pass to the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. Slim's got 8 here in the quarter.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Knicks trail by 3. Now here's Brunson. He's got 13. The kick out to Anunoby. Clock at 6. Slim pulls it in. Slim's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Lets it go from 11. With the second effort, he lays it in. And now a 5-point Brooklyn lead.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Bridges attacking. Good defense by Claxton.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Knicks trail by 5. Here's Hart. Again with the block.
And swatting shots away with ferocity.
Not messing around in this one. Here's Claxton. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Claxton.
No way.
A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Jalen Brunson.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
Oh, muscling it in, Brunson.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Take their first time out here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
The Knicks making a switch here. McBride's checked in. Outside Thomas, over to the wing. Here is Slim, defended by Bridges. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 29 points for Slim.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Bridges. And the rejection by Claxton. And he gets it back. Bridges finds Towns. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Russell against Brunson. Johnson outside. Passes it to Slim. Beyond the arc. The Knicks pull it in. They host the Kings after this game. That game marks the start of a 5-game homestand, the longest of the season. And here's Brunson. He's got 15. Out to Bridges. No good on the 3.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Karl Anthony Towns. Second personal foul.
Hey, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
I think tonight has also, guys, been about the lost art of the mid-range jumper. If you utilize that in-between game right, there's plenty of value in it.
D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Robinson's checked in for New York. Achua comes in for Bridges. From deep, Brunson. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort. Slam, good.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
McBride with the ball. He has 5. Up top, Hart to the inside.
Nope.
Robinson
defense,
misses.
Nick.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Let's use this break to look at the teams that over the past month have been tremendous at converting turnovers into points. Number 1, the Nets.
They're taking advantage of every mistake that their opponents are making. I mean, they're really converting points off those turnovers.
Claxton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Robinson.
And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Brunson. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. He's around 30 points per clip, 7 assists, and 2 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Here's Robinson, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Robinson's got 6 points.
What a presence Mitchell Robinson has given this team on the interior. He knows he can be a threat on the offensive glass.
Here is Slim, 32 points in the game. He lobs it up, and then Sharp with the dunk.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Payne passes to Robinson. Now, here's Achua. Claxton with the steal.
Let's go, Nate.
Here's Thomas.
Damn.
Good off the glass. Thomas got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Robinson up top, defended by Sharp. McBride passes to Achua. 5 to shoot. Bobbed up there for Robinson. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. It's Thomas on the wing. He's got 8. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. 11-point game. Here's Hart. Pass to McBride. Now Achua. Now here's Payne. Just 4 to shoot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, good job. Take it right at the knee.
On the night, he's going. And here are the Knicks now. Sharp out there with Cameron Johnson. Then it's Williams. Then it's Russell. And it's Slim in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Man. Brooklyn leading by 6. To the middle. It's rebounded by New York. Anunoby's got 4 rebounds now tonight. That one misses. Johnson with some nice D. Brunson against Russell. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Slim's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Nets.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
The kick out to Anunoby. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
After hitting nothing from downtown in the first half, that's his second make since.
Here's Russell driving to the basket. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Defensive foul. Oh, Chief Anunoby. His first personal. First team foul. At the line, shooting for Brooklyn.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell is his commitment to work. Though he's played for a couple of teams, this guy brings it every day.
Bridges against Williams. Bridges misses.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
There's the drive and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal foul.
It's on Mitchell Robinson.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul. They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Thomas checked in for the Nets.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Bridges dishes to Towns. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Here is Slim. He's guarded by Anunoby. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. And here's Brunson. A floater. Good. Brunson, no fear down low.
Boy, how highly skilled is Jalen Brunson with the ball in his hands? The ability to get anywhere on the floor that he wants to go.
Slim passes to Thomas. It's rebounded by New York. Bridges has got his 5th rebound in this one. Now, here's Anunoby. He's covered closely, off on the layup. Brooklyn leading by 10. From 13, and he connects with the jumper. Russell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
So creative with the basketball in his hands. You can see D'Angelo Russell's understanding improving over time. That's nice.
Nets have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Thomas, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
The Nets shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Slim passes to Russell. It's rebounded by Brunson. Knicks trail by 12. He kicks to Robinson. Down low. Slim pulls it in. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 44% in the 4th. The offense with some ups and downs. The shot misses. Good D by Anunoby. New York has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Rebounded by the Nets.
Yeah. Strong me. Yeah.
Outside Russell. Here is Slim. The tray. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Slim's got 39.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah.
New York calls timeout. It's been quite a game for Slim.
Well, I think this is a necessary timeout so they can figure out a way to limit the impact this guy's having from 3-point range. They've got to dedicate more resources to their perimeter D.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for show. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the break, I heard Tom Thibodeau as he talked with the team. Now, Coach challenged him. He said, this goes beyond this game. Show me how much heart you have for the season. Fight until the final buzzer.
Let's go.
Guys, back to you.
Thanks,
Nick,
David.
But that nigga probably got like...
of Claxton, allowing him to reach out and affect the shot. That is really good defensive work.
Probably more.
Here's Anunoby. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Russell dishes to Thomas. Here is Slim. Brunson covering. Just 5 to shoot. And throws it down. With it. Towns finds Anunoby. Bridges with it. Now Thomas defending. Bridges shot. Good.
Oh, Mikal Bridges with the big-time strength on that finish.
They get it back. Johnson.
Come on, Cam.
And that one goes long.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Back to Brunson. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Here is Robinson. Here's Anunoby.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one goes on Anunoby.
Third team foul.
Of course, we're in the world now of super agencies, which consolidate player representation. What do you think?
Kev, I think obviously it gives some more power to the players because of the bargaining leverage. But for player movement, does it give more power to the big market teams? We're going to have to watch this unfold.
Both free throws good from Slim. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Trailing by 17. And it's sent back by Russell. And he recovers it.
Shit, Russell. Finally, you block his shot one time.
They're on an 18-7 run. Here's Slim. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Yeah, easy call.
4th team foul. At the line, shooting for Brooklyn. Number 22.
That's good from Slim.
At the line, 2 times.
Both free throws good from Slim. Knicks trail by 19. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
This guy has not been a factor at all in this quarter, and it has hurt the team.
Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Number 22.
Russell's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Boy, what else is new? This guy's accuracy this quarter has been phenomenal.
Russell against Brunson. Brunson with another miss.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Claxton in position, and it goes out of bounds.
Nice.
Off Robinson.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for the Knicks. Here's Thomas, and that one is good.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Brunson against Russell. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
You know, Doris, I'm not sure many people take into account what a grind the NBA season is.
I couldn't agree more, Kevin. And listen, these guys have the best of what's available. They stay at top quality hotels. They have incredible professionals that take care of them. But there is no making up for lack of sleep when you've played a game at 8 o'clock at night. You leave the arena at 1, and you may arrive in your next city at 4 or 5 a.m. and tip off that night at 7. And this goes on week after week. It is not easy.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Let's take it away.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
At the line, 2 times.
And he makes the first. BB thinking of...
Substitutions on the court. Shoot for New York. Carl Anthony Towns. 1 time on the line.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Slim.
Boy, I have loved this guy's energy all night. There was never a point in which he let up. The triple-double evidence of the kind of effort and skill he has.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Achua comes in for Karl Anthony Towns, and Cameron Payne subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Anunoby, good.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for everyone.
Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Bridges against Martin. Bridges kicks to Anunoby. Off target from outside. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets. Here is Slim. He's guarded by Anunoby. Here's Slim. And the miss. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, winning flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Had to do it to him, yeah, had to do it to him. Hey, woo, woo, woo. Yeah, I'm pulling up smooth, had to do it to him. Hit him with the 1-2, had to do it to him. Now I'm finna act a fool, had to do it to him. Feeling like I can't lose, had to do it to him. Yeah, I'm pulling up with the 1-2, had to do it to him. Now I'm finna act a fool, had to do it to him. Feeling like I can't lose, had to do it to him. Had to do it to him, it was mandatory. I get racks from my performance. Every time I'm coming different, I'm not into being normal. From the west side, west warmer, everywhere across the border. Yeah, I had to do it big, had to do the enormous. Really, I ain't had a choice, had to make a point. Out here with my members, and no, you cannot join. This ain't no reveal, baby, I'm the boy. I'm everywhere you can avoid. Yeah, I'm pulling up smooth, had to do it to him. Hit him with the 1-2, had to do it to him. Now I'm finna act a fool, had to do it to him. Feeling like I can't lose, had to do it to him. Yeah, I'm pulling up smooth, had to do it to him. Hit him with the 1-2, had to do it to him. Now I'm finna act a fool, had to do it to him. Feeling like I can't lose, had to do it to him.
So game over, now I'm celebrating another win. I keep them hating. When I'm on, better let it be. I got that champion pedigree. I came from the town, speeding on the bridge with the top down. In the 63 with the mode on sport. Is that you too short?
Yeah, I'm pulling up smooth, had to do it to him. Hit him with the 1-2, had to do it to him. Now I'm finna act a fool, had to do it to him. Feeling like I can't lose, had to do it to him. Yeah, I'm pulling up smooth, had to do it to him. Hit him with the 1-2, had to do it to him. Now I'm finna act a fool, had to do it to him. Feeling like I can't lose, had to do it to him.
Let the counselor speak. I had to do it, they knew it. If it's a crowd, I'ma move it. Wake them up, yeah, I do it right now. We don't take no losses, no L's, just W's like hotels. Bounce back like a trampoline if all else fails. Already expected, they know it every time I step in the house. I stay dipped in something they can't pronounce. I do it plush. You can find me at Miller and Lux. I'm a season ticket holder, courtside. I do
yeah,
it
I'm pulling
tough.
up smooth, had to do it to him. Hit him with the 1-2, had to do it to him. Now I'm finna act a fool, had to do it to him. Feeling like I can't lose, had to do it to him. Yeah, I'm pulling up smooth, had to do it to him. Hit him with the 1-2, had to do it to him. Now I'm finna act a fool, had to do it to him. Feeling like I can't lose, had to do it to him.
In love with my I must admit I gotta gutter. Shawty with the gotta let the go. Now I make them sick with every fit I want my brother clothes. Play with this, we end it quick, I saw my brother soul. Cross with my brother, then know you crossing me. They wishing for me wanna me. Will left for me and they all gon' see. I went hard for y'all to leave. Like I miss the old streets, yeah. Back when they didn't know me, yeah. I swear that it's so deep, yeah. Like I be the Kobe, yeah, yeah. Clutching on the highway, riding down the strip trying to make a pick on a Friday. Always on my tip, wanna get at me sideways. Wanna trip, we gon' better high rate. I'm still with the but not the same homies. I done lost the chain and watch some change on me. I walked through the rain and watched it rain on me. I took all the pain and like
Hi, I'm Girl Game Renee, and here's some community tips on shooting. The first tip, of course, is definitely shooting.
$2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Thanks, everyone, for joining 2K Sports for this Wednesday evening presentation of the NBA. And tonight, we've got the Phoenix Suns playing against the Brooklyn Nets here in Barclays Center. This is Brian Anderson. Joining me, analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and reporter Allie LaForce. Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant. And it's done in at the 3. And for the Nets, Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's Slim in at the small forward position. Grant, one thing these teams have in common, they are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
Thomas misses. Here's Phoenix, outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were too.
Well, we'll see how they respond after that weak performance. It should tell us a lot about their character as a team.
For Phoenix, they've gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordan Fernandez. We discussed Bradley Beal. The focus for them on the defensive end, coach telling me that Brad's a guy who averaged 30 points a game in this league to sign up a special scorer, so they need to figure out a way to make Beal uncomfortable, saying maybe they'll put some length on him. Let's see if that works on Beal. Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that.
0 for 3, not the start they're looking for.
Booker, the pass to Beal. Back to Booker. Yep, that one goes.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Slim. Back to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Russell, the pass to Claxton. Count it.
And they can breathe a little easier on their fourth shot. They finally hit the target.
And it's Phoenix's ball. Their last encounter was in Phoenix.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
And a lot of that begins with effort. Putting in the work and closing out possession should make this a much more contested game.
They grab their own miss. Durant goes up with it again. Some solid defense from Claxton.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Russell, that's good.
The crafty lefty. Russell smart around that hoop.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Russell against Booker. Here's Durant. Brooklyn pulls it in.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
And you look at how Durant is playing at his age. He's still as elite as it gets, RJ.
You don't lose skill. KD could play into his 40s if he wanted to. That shot isn't going away, and he's always going to be tall. He will be one of the best scorers every time he laces them up.
Booker surveying the D. On the wing, Durant. Back to Booker. Up and over Russell. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Make no mistake, Devin Booker is a shooter. If he sees a chance, he is going to take it.
Pass to Johnson. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Booker. And the layup is good off the glass. Booker's got 6.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high quality shooting.
Thomas passes to Russell. Here's Slim, defended by Dunn. Here's Slim. And it's all from 3-point range. And the Suns shooting just 21% in the first quarter. Pass to Durant. From 9 feet. That one rolls around and rims out.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter. And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Here's Beal. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Cavs in Cleveland. Outside Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Oh, absolutely aggressive move by Durant, taking it right to the hole with authority.
Shoots from 12, and the Nets tack on 2 more. Done with it. Still no points. Out to the wing. Now here's Richards. Tight defense on him. 16 feet out. That shot missing.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Here's Slim, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Nick Richards. Well, Grant, trade talks always ramp up this time of year. But if you're a player in those rumors, that can really take a mental toll.
Oh, B.A., absolutely. Especially the first time it happens. You have to try and remind yourself that it's a business. But sometimes that doesn't make it any easier.
Well, Grant, the Suns were swept in the first round last year. Are super teams a thing of the past, you think?
You know, perhaps, B.A. The Suns had KD, Booker, and Bradley Beal, but the constraints of the salary cap mean you end up a little top-heavy. The rest of the roster was tough for them to fill out.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Richard, you attempted to guard Kevin Durant in your playing days. How hard was that?
It was not easy. He's an elite scorer, ball handler. Oh, yeah, he's also 7 feet tall. KD is one of the toughest assignments that you will ever face.
And the Nets making a change here. Sharp's checked in. Now here's Johnson. 8 points in his last time out. Thomas passes to Slim. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Thomas. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Durant. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Durant's got 6.
That's his second make in 7 attempts. Not a pretty start.
Pass to Thomas. It's tipped. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it in.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
And it's Beal with the ball for Phoenix. They trail by 1. On the take, and then Beal with the dunk.
Boy, Beal looked like he was shot out of a cannon there.
The Nets have got half their attempts to go, 6 of 12. Here's Slim, defended by Dunn. Slim, pass to Thomas. Pass to Slim, shot from the wing. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 4 rebounds now.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
As great a scorer as KD is, he's always been willing to make that extra pass. Nice look from him.
Russell, the pass to Slim. The Suns clear it. Richards has got 5 rebounds in the game. You know, over Bradley Beal's career, he succeeded in a few different roles, RJ.
Yeah, he played with the ball-dominant guy, then he became the sole star on his team, and now he's playing with multiple stars. Evolution is a part of success, and Bradley Beal is doing it. A combo guard with a versatile offensive game. Beal is one of those guys that any team would love to have.
Phoenix leading by 3. And here's Booker. He's got 6. To the paint. Here's Bull. Brooklyn pulls it in. Slim's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Melton. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Booker against Melton. Now here's Booker. He's closely guarded. Here's O'Neal. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. And the Suns lead by 3.
Unsurprisingly savvy pass by Booker, setting another guy up for success instead of forcing a shot.
Here's Slim. He's covered by O'Neal. Here's Slim. Puts up a 3. He buries it from 3. Slim's got 8 points.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Plumlee against Sharp. Plumlee passes to Bull. Back to Plumlee. Off target at the rim. Brooklyn has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Down low. And that one's good. Wilson.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
Also relying on his skill there. That's a nice move against length.
Now here's Booker. He's got 6. Going inside. And Booker with the jam.
Huge slam from Booker. He really gets up off these drives.
Melton passes to Slim. Sharp controls the rebound and the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
The Suns trailing. Now Beal. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game. And now let's check out some of the point guards who have been lighting up the scoreboard. 5th, Devin Booker.
You know, this is a collection of maybe the most well-rounded offensive talents in the league.
Yeah, these guys aren't out there just to run the offense for their teams. They pretty much are the offense, and they can light it up.
Free throw drops for Beal.
One of the smoothest players in the game. Bradley Beal, the skill, the way he moves, it's all of it.
Both good from the line that time. The Nets shooting a fantastic 52% on the first. Pass to Wilson. Williams on the wing. Here's Slim. He's covered by O'Neal. Here's Slim. Hits a three-pointer. Slim's got 11.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Last 2 minutes to play. First quarter.
Booker against Melton. The 11-footer. Booker no good.
Well, sometimes you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
Wilson passes to Slim. And there's the lob. Woo!
I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Suns trail by 5. And there's a whistle. That goes on DeAnthony Melton. That's his first foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
The Suns making a switch here. Boucher's checked in. .127 left to play in the first quarter. Back to Booker. Clock at 6. Leans from outside. Slim with the rebound. Slim's got his 5th rebound in this one. Basket's good.
Let me tell you, Beal is crafty. He will figure out a way to get inside.
To the middle. Here's Slim. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Here's Booker after the basket by Brooklyn. Good D by Sharp.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the plate and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Slim. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's a 7-point Nets lead.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Beal surveying the D. Off with the layup. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Pass to Slim. There's 18 seconds left in the first. And he lobs it up top. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. 11 feet out. No luck on that one. Gets it off. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. We'll be right back with you shortly. for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And I've also really enjoyed watching them hit the boards, specifically the offensive glass and how they've capitalized on that hustle.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. Booker and Beal in the talented backcourt. Chris Boucher out there with Kevin Love. And it's done in at the three. These are his first free throws of the game. That one's off. And how about Nick Claxton? You'd be hard-pressed to find a more versatile defender.
He's come so far in that area since he came into the league. He's become an elite defender. There isn't a position on the floor he can't guard.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, Slim in the last outing against the Knicks played some superb basketball. He finished with 47 points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Whoa, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
And so it's Phoenix with it. The Nets making their last shot. Here's Booker. Rebounded by Johnson.
I'll tell you what, they rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Here's Melton. Bradley Beal puts it in. Suns trail by 10. It's Booker on the wing. Lets it go from deep. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal. Beal's got his third assist of the night. Inside, deflects the pass. It's stolen by Love. Done outside. Back to Booker. The three. Kept alive. Great positioning on the putback.
You cannot let Kevin Love get positioned like that. He is too good on the glass.
Melton passes to Slim. Beyond the arc. A deep three. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. Martin just checked in for Brooklyn. Russell comes in for Melton.
Russell.
And so it's Phoenix with it. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. That'll be the first of 3 games played at home. Here's Booker. Brooklyn pulls it in. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now. Martin inside. Defended by Dunn. Martin misses.
Showing great intensity around the rim. It's part of why he's a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Now here's Booker. 35. Full line change here for Brooklyn. Bowl, he's checked in for the Suns. O'Neal comes in for Dunn. Shot clock at 6. Here's Slim. Buries it from 3. Slim's got 18 points in the game.
Let's just say this hasn't been his quarter. Yeah, he's shooting 20% in it so far.
Sharp against Boucher. Pass to Bowl. To halt the run. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
Second free throw.
Credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Outside Booker. Pass to Boucher. The 3 is up. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the inside. Here's Williams. Phoenix grabs the miss. Beal outside. Shoots over Melton. And Beal with the basket on the assist from Booker. He's got 10.
The smooth shooting mechanics of Beal on full display, knocking down that J.
Here's Slim. He's covered by O'Neal.
I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Booker against Melton. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call. And let's take a look at the power rankings and see how these teams compare across the league. You take a look at the Warriors. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Seeing where the Nets are, they've really exceeded all expectations, showing they're capable of so much more than some believed.
Here's Slim. He's covered by O'Neal. Slim misses.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Booker against Melton, and he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
You know, Booker gets a lot of praise for his scoring, but how about his skill as a passer, Richard?
Oh, he's a good decision maker, B.A. He's able to read defenses and dissect them with his passing. He's shown he can be a traditional quote-unquote point guard.
Here's Wilson. He has 6. And that one drops. Wilson's got 8.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Melton against Booker. Ooh, against inside resistance. Booker's still good.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter.
Melton with the ball. O'Neal covers. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
All right, let's have a look at the leaderboard to see which team scored the most points off turnovers this past month. Number 1, the Nets.
And lately, they've not only been forcing turnovers, but capitalizing on them on the other end. Hustling hard to convert every time.
He misses the free throw.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
And the Nets making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And the second free throw is good. 51 seconds left in the first half. Beal outside. Pass to Booker. Shot from the top of the key. And the Suns get it back.
Yet another possession they've managed to hold on to. They are really in control on offense.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
That one drops 4.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And so Beal will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 13-point game. Brooklyn pulls it in. Slim's got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside, Williams. And he drives in, uses the glass on the layup. Williams has gotten his first points in this one.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. We love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
The Suns, 47.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Cam Thomas out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Slim in at the 3. And that's the group for Jordy Fernandez as we begin the second half. The shot by Dunn, no good. Brooklyn leading by 18. Here's Thomas. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 4 assists now tonight.
Muscling it home. Cam finds a way on that offensive end.
Now here's Beal. Pass to Richards. Right wing. Durant for 3. Fires in the triple. Durant's got 9 points.
No hesitation from the swing man. Durant has such confidence shooting off the catch. Tremendous.
Here's Slim, defended by Dunn. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. And the Suns pushing it up now. Oh, there's the alley. Alley-oop up top. Hammer it home.
Taking on more playmaking responsibilities. Booker has matured over the years, becoming a better teammate.
Russell to pass to Slim. Johnson on the wing. Here's Slim. Give him 23. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Slim's got 5 points now this quarter.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Now here's Durant. He's got 9. Outside Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Durant. Over Johnson. Durant's shot is off. Nets leading by 17. Here's Russell. And then Russell with the dunk.
Nice pass by Cam Johnson, keeping his eyes up, letting things unfold.
Russell against Booker. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Count that bucket. Booker's got 24.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Here's Slim. He's got 25. And he's going for the lob. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Durant finds Booker. Back to Durant. Driving to the basket. Slim with the rebound. Slim's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Bradley Beal is settling in as one of multiple stars in Phoenix. He said, it's been an adjustment for sure. You go from being very ball dominant to now you share the dominance. And it's a sacrifice and also an adjustment of learning a totally different role. Ryan, he says it's a process, but one he embraces.
Good point. Thanks, Allie. Here's Russell. After the basket by Phoenix on the other end. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
That guy is perfect from the field, making major contributions to this lead.
Russell against Booker. Pass to Dunn. Got a hand on it.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Here's Russell. Here's Slim. Ooh, great D that time from Dunn. Suns trail by 17. Durant, pass to Dunn. Durant against Johnson. Unloads from 13. Durant, so effective inside.
In the mid-range, Durant is deadly as ever. Easy money sniper, putting up a little silky jumper.
Here's Slim. Fires the 3. That one doesn't drop. Dunn, the pass to Durant. And it's Durant gliding in for the fast break finish.
There's been no will or desire to defend in transition. And I'll tell you, that's disappointing.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Russell's got 6 here in the quarter.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Beal outside. And a miss there on the triple.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Russell against Booker. It's blocked. Richards, high post, goes back up. Here's Dunn, and that one is stuffed right through.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Phoenix calls timeout.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
For your next youth dead team.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Sharp comes in for Johnson, and it's Johnson in for Thomas. Dunn outside. Outside for Boucher. Gets the 3 ball to go. Boucher's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Pass to Slim. Drives to the... Oh, my goodness!
Did you see that?
Bring it on the hammer!
Now that's how you finish.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Brooklyn leading by 14. To the middle. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 6 assists in the game. And Booker has got the ball here for Phoenix. Boucher outside. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nets.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
Well, something else that has stood out to me has been their aggressiveness on the boards. They're just out-muscling the opposition on the offensive glass.
Slim misses. Suns trail by 14. Outside O'Neal. Rebounded by the Nets. Williams has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Slim. Lets it go from 11. Here's Claxton. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass getting it done.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Booker against Johnson. In deep. Booker gets it to go.
Plays hard in every facet of the game. Nothing that Booker can't do.
Booker against Johnson. Pass to Slim. He takes it in. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Kevin Love.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Number 22.
And he drops the first.
2 fouls.
And so he makes both from the line. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
And the shot goes. Booker's got 6 points in the quarter.
And we've kind of come to expect this performance from Booker every night. His scoring is just that consistent.
From deep, Johnson sends it home from 3-point land. And Nets lead by 17.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Booker, the pass to O'Neal. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. O'Neal's got 5 now.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Slim with a bucket.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Suns trail by 17. Here's Booker. Got a piece of it. Inside. Here's Williams. The Suns clear it. Dunn's got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Booker. Out left to the wing.
Last 2 minutes to play. Third quarter.
6 on the shot clock. The 3 is up. Offensive board.
He knocked down a 3 in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
Here's Slim. Booker defending. Claxton down low. He's against O'Neal.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but nice defensive read from Love. Awesome job coming up with the block.
Adding the stat sheet, getting the board and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation. Time called here. The Suns decide to talk it over.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense.
Substitutions on the court.
Here's Durant. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Mason Plumlee, Bull out there with Kevin Durant. Then it's Royce O'Neal, and it's Dunn in at the point guard position. Here's Slim, guarded by Durant. Slim, pass to Russell, and it's stolen by Plumlee. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Durant, no good. Nets leading by 18. Here's Russell. Oh, he's been lethal. Connecting again, making him 9 for 9.
Oh, that's a nice play by Russell, showing his skill in that open floor.
Here's Durant. Durant with another miss.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Oh, it's blocked by Bull. To the paint. Stolen by Sharp. Grant, with this new media deal, more broadcasters for the NBA.
You're right, B.A. And the league benefits economically. Hopefully, more innovation on the broadcast side, too, and a chance to even reach new fans as well.
Knocks it loose. Bull finds Durant. Pass to Plumlee. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
The first one falls. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Sharp. So hits one and misses one at the line. Nets leading by 21. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. Up and over Russell. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Booker's got 30.
He's been a bright spot in their play today, but he could really use some help.
Pass to Slim. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound. Booker's got 4 rebounds now. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Russell.
And what makes Booker so difficult to guard is that he can score from every spot on the floor.
Kevin Love's checked in for the Suns. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Russell to pass to Johnson. Here's Slim. Releases. And there's There's another one for the Nets.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Outside Durant. Pass to Love. Now here's Booker. RJ, what are your thoughts on the new collective bargaining agreement?
I hate it. I think owners should be allowed to spend as much money as they want. I think it should be a spending contest. That's what I think should happen.
Slim, pass to Thomas. And there's another one for the Nets.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Beal against Thomas. Outside Love. Three-pointer. The rebound by the Nets. Slim's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort. Down low. Pass to Thomas. Here's Johnson. Blocked. Thomas against Durant. Over Thomas. Nice shot by Durant.
Oh, come on, KD. Go easy on him. Goodness.
Brooklyn leading by 21. To the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. Oh, Durant with a steal. Here's Booker. Slim with the rebound. Slim's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Johnson with a bucket.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Durant. Rejected by Claxton. And he gets it back.
If this quarter is any indication, he's not going to be the guy to turn this game around in their favor.
Thomas misses. And Phoenix shooting around 35% from the field so far. Durant draws the double. Here's Beal. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Durant's got assist number 5 here tonight. Claxton finds Russell. Here's Slim. It's Thomas on the wing. To the left wing. Here's Slim. And that one's on target from the wing. Slim's got 42 in the game.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
Pass to Richards. Outside Durant. That's tipped. Now here's Thomas. Here's Slim. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Richards has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example. Now, we don't pick favorites, Richard, but did you have a favorite road city?
Well, it depends on when you ask me, B.A. I love New York. That's my favorite city. I was born in L.A., but there's nothing like going home to Phoenix, Arizona, where I grew up.
Dunn, he's checked in for Phoenix.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
That one misses. He manages to convert the third. Russell with the ball. Pass to Thomas. Here's Slim, pounded by Beal. Here's Slim, and he's going for the oop here. There's the 3, and Beal gets it to go on the assist from Booker. Booker's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Beal can hurt you from just about anywhere, and he is a multi-skilled player.
Here's Slim. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
Yeah, that's a shame, because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
To the middle. Here's Dunn. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Continuing to get better at facilitating Booker with a dime.
Nets leading by 16. Pass to Claxton to the inside.
Rate of baskets assisted. It's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Beal to pass to Booker. Claxton with a rebound. And so it's Russell who brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Slim, pass to Johnson. Sinks it from distance. And the Nets lead by 21.
When you have a shooter like Cam Johnson, you're running that play with confidence.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here. And the three-point contest is one of the highlights of All-Star Weekend. Here are some of the contenders who have a shot to compete in the event.
And perhaps that list changes a little between now and All-Star Weekend. But I would have no problems if those guys end up competing.
He's right on the cusp of securing his spot in the three-point contest. So I hope those votes keep pouring in because he's a guy you'd love to see in the mix.
Yeah, if he can make it in the door, you know he will do everything he can to win the whole thing. And it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
And as we continue to count the votes, we'll update you on any changes to the list. No matter who is in it, though, it's going to be fun.
Maybe this is the year we see a perfect score. Who knows? I'll be sure to be locked in on all of All-Star Weekend, especially the three-point contest.
Booker against Russell. And that time also a missed shot.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Johnson with a bucket.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Russell against Booker. Beal outside. Pass to Durant. Fader on the way. That one falls. Coming off Beal's feed. Durant's got 19 points.
It just looks too easy. Durant with the skill and height to get anything he wants from the mid-range.
Slim, pass to Thomas. Good on the shot.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. And here's Booker. Pass to Dunn. He shoots. Rebounded by Johnson. Brooklyn with the ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Here's Slim.
Last 2 minutes to play. Fourth quarter.
Inside. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
And he lobs it up.
Great decision-making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run. Pass to Slim. Fires the three. And the Nets another three.
Sydney, number 22.
Richard, how do you think you would have fared if social media was as prevalent in your younger years as it is right now?
I can tell you right now, I would not be able to sit next to you right now, B.A. That's the type of life I would have lived. Outstanding initiative from Booker. Terrific at earning these calls inside.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Sharp, he's checked in for Claxton. Wilson comes in for Johnson. Martin, he's checked in for Thomas. And it's Johnson in for Russell. Plumlee's checked in for Phoenix. Kevin Love comes in for Dunn.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Nets.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated.
Hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And their efforts tonight pushed them to 41 wins on the year so far.
And that's a sweep of the season series. It's clear who the matchup favored. They'll wish they could have seen more of these guys.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Slim.
His overall stat line really says it all. I think a triple-double game for him, getting it done everywhere on the floor.
Outside for Booker. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Booker's got 37.
Part of the evolution of Booker's game, getting consistent from deep.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. From the wing. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Outside Durant. And he makes it.
Kevin Durant.
There's 6 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Slim. And again.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that'll do it, folks.
Trip Dub King, baby. Trip Dub King.
I must admit I got a gutter. Shawty with the got it, let the go. Now I make them sick with every fit I want my brother clothes. Play with this, we end it quick, I saw my brother soul. Crossing my brother, then know you crossing me. They wishing for me wanna me. But left for me and they all gon' see. I went hard for y'all to leave. Like I miss the old streets, yeah. Back when they didn't know me, yeah. I swear that it's so deep, yeah. Like I